everyone! This week was meant to be free week, but it's turned out to be punishment week, because 4 of us have got to be punished, but not me, because I'm an angel. So as it is punishment week, I decided to do the top 5 cruelest punishments throughout history. Number 5, being buried alive. In ancient Rome, women who had sex will be buried alive with a little bit of water and bread. They did this so the goddess Vesta would save them if they were truly innocent. From this list, this is definitely the nicest punishment. And that says a lot about what is to come. Number 4, crucifixion. Now you've probably already heard of this one because this was the way Jesus Christ was punished by the Romans. If you don't know what it is, basically what they do was they get your hands and feet and they nail it to a big cross and just leave you there. Number 3, crushing. And no, they didn't use a big rock or a giant hammer or anything. They trained elephants to stamp on your head and go like that. I think it'd be rather funny as a cartoon, but in real life, it's rather horrible. Number 2, escapism. Okay, not only is this horrid, but it's pretty weird as well, and the Persians used to use it. How do I explain this one? Basically, the person being punished will be stripped naked and fastened into a back-to-back narrowboat. Then they'd be force-fed honey and milk so they'd get diarrhea, and they'd also be covered in honey to attract insects. Then that person would be pushed out into a pond and left there to die of dehydration, starvation and septic shock. And they'd also go insane after a few days. You're probably thinking now, what could be worse than that? Well, I've got one, and that is number 1, human candles. Those Romans are pretty mean when it comes to punishments, especially to the Christians, who they really didn't like. What they do is they get a Christian and they dunk it in some tar and then just stick some rope on top and light it, and then they just leave them in the house as decoration as a human candle. Now, that is awful and it's inhumane. Imagine if they did that now. That'd be disgusting. That's like me having heads stuck to the ceiling. What? They make the place look nicer. If you're a bit traumatised by those punishments, here's a cute picture. Is that better? Oh, just before I leave, I was wondering if you're going to be at Summer in the City this year. If you don't know what it is, it's a giant YouTube gathering in London from the 17th to the 19th of August. So if you're at school, it'll be in the summer holidays. In the description I've got links to the official website and the Facebook page. DF2BA, and I'll see the rest of the Heptagon next week for Creativity Week.